Hello my fellow adventurers, and welcome back to the Abyss. I'm the Rogue, and today we'll be doing more of the Putrid Shot Ultra demo. Let's just get right into it. So I'm going to try the third one, the Crescent Banana. It throws an ethereal banana that bounces once. Because who doesn't love casting spells and throwing bananas? I don't know. It also charges up pretty quickly. Not sure what build I want to go for. I guess I'll have to see what... I think it was a piercing type spell. I am not sure what I want to go for, actually. Let's take a damage up. Also, I think I said this before, but let me know if you want to see the Pico 8 version of the game, because it's pretty awesome. And I just want to, yeah. The spot, like the new graphics with the 3.0 update for the third update to the demo. Ooh, okay. This is piercing. It's close combat, orbital, and piercing, and it's one of the two new ones. So we get to check that out. Yeah, the ethereal banana's piercing. Oh, and it's that color anyway. It's a yellow. The spell has a yellow icon because it's a piercing spell. I bet there's an upgrade for the sword that makes it orbit a third time or something. Homing flare, frost boomerang, or explosion. Frost boomerang simply because that's another. I think that's another piercing spell. Or I'm sure it's another piercing spell. And then I want to go with... Let's reload faster. I like that health is always an option. Like, I don't want to have to take health. Like, I want to be able to get good enough at this game that's not something I have to take very often. But I am still going to take it at least once or twice. More damage, one extra bounce. Let's take the extra bounce on the spell. Alright. This flaming sword is actually really epic. Let's see. Piercing, close combat, or rapid. Piercing. Because that's... yeah. That's like literally all the spells I have right now. Yeah, so also this update is amazing with that, immediately lost all the bonus. Let's take a health upgrade. I love how in this, with this update now, I can focus on, like, there's more, and a bit of it allows, there, I cannot words today, okay, focusing on an individual type of spell has a more direct benefit. With the fact that, like, you can actively upgrade spell types. Right now I'm mainly using my Crescent Banana for damage, but that's not a big deal. It's not doing that badly. There we go. Stage complete. We should be getting our second spell. Alright, so we get no... okay, we don't get any of what we're looking for. Ice, do I want zonal? Oh, no, wait, yes we do. This is piercing. I think I was looking for close combat or something. There we go, second piercing spell. so, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna focus on any elements right now. I think I'm gonna just try and go all in on piercing. Because I think that that's what I have the best focus in. Frost up or damage up. Let's actually just increase the damage of the spell, because its cooldown is pretty low already. Honestly, it would be cool if you could get the cooldown to be like 2, but that might be overpowered, so. Who knows, maybe in the full game that'll be possible. The spotlight is really nice though for helping with locating the character. It would be cool if there was a setting, though, where you could have the camera, like, zoomed in and you couldn't see the whole screen. Like, it might be more annoying, but still, it'd be kind of cool. I am going to upgrade... You know what? I'll just boost the sword. The sword can have more damage. Why not? Alright, let's see. No, I should not try and go for that health. I'm excited to see what, like, the other 2 areas are. Like, there is a YouTube, the developer, I don't know how to pronounce his name, did make a YouTube video about it, but it's much earlier in development, I think. And so I don't know how accurate it. Alright. Health it is. I mean, my current build isn't terrible. Alright. Piercing spells. Because that's pretty much the obvious thing to do. When literally all your spells are piercing, you probably, and then one of your spells is only piercing, you probably want to upgrade it. There we go, we healed. Final spell. Okay, now this time we don't actually get a choice of that. Rapid, close combat. Rapid for an exploding shot. You know what? Let's just take the exploding shot. Whoop. Okay, so this is the boss area. Let's take actually another damage up on the weapon itself. Also, it's interesting how my spells have my two non-what's-it spells are also both orbitals. I don't know, I just think it's interesting. Let's take a reload up. Because it will be useful. I feel like reload time is something that you can always use more of. Other than that, though. Whoop. There we go. Oh, and I immediately took the damage back. Oh, I can do that. Reduce cooldown by 1 on the sword. Sure. I wonder if I could focus on one spell? That could also be cool. What if, like... I don't know. What if, I don't know, there was somehow a way to... Sorry. What if there was some way to like, focus on an individual spell or something rather than taking new ones. There we go. No, this is the phase where I always do really poorly. Oh, I think the pitch of the music changed as well. Imagine if the sword could, like, block projectiles. Oh, that would be cool. Imagine if there's a thing where it's... First of all, that would be cool if there was, like, a melee spell class. Okay, I died, but... Imagine if there was a melee spell class, and, like, there was an upgrade, like, melee spells can, like, block or deflect or something enemy projectiles. That would be so cool. That would actually be really cool. Maybe there, I don't know, maybe there'd be one where it's like rapid spells. Maybe there'd be something that's like rapid spells fire an additional time, melee spells like, or something like that. Or maybe rapid spells even have like, all rapid spells get their cooldowns reduced or something. I'm just gonna take a health to start out. And I don't know, maybe, let's see. Honestly, I think orbital spells orbiting faster could be good. Or, zonal spells, obviously, they have a bigger area. Like, that could be an upgrade. What other spells? Piercing spells. I'm not sure. Oh, here's the other... The only rapid option we have is Eruption. Okay. But piercing, maybe there'd be like the more enemies you hit with a single attack, like the better it is. You know, like if you hit this, snow, throw an increasing number of snowballs. Blast, chance to create an explosion, chance to create snow, because that's a good. Alright. Let's take a reload. Honestly, the clip thing isn't... On its own, I don't feel that clip size is that useful. I don't know, I'll have to see. I think that... I'll have to try it a bit more. Plus 2 arrows. I always like quantity, as much as the other one is also quantity. In the original game, it used to be a plus 2 clip size. I don't know, I'll have to play around with that, maybe on my next run, and see if upgrading clip size has some advantage. Alright, obvious choice, upgrade on rapid damage. I like also how Frost has, I feel like there's like 2 main gimmicks of each of the, so far, 2 elements. What, like, I mean, the gimmicks are pretty simple, but it's that, let's take 1 more health, it's that for fire, you have an area of fire's about area of effect, and, fire's about, one sec, I feel like there was, fire's about lots of damage per, like, having a given spell be very strong, as well as hitting a group of enemies. So you hit lots of enemies with lots of strong attacks. On the other hand, ice is about more duration things, where things will either weak things that stack every time you do them. One sec. Darn it, I cannot find, there is not a, I'm gonna take Orbital Flames, though. Fire on the other hand, or Ice on the other hand, is about... I guess Fire is about hitting hard and hitting a big area. Ice is about a slow build-up, which is why Ice spells tend to be, either something that lasts forever, or, like, the Hammer or whatever, and the Snowball Barrage, something that isn't very strong in its own, but every time you use it, it gets a little stronger for the room. And I like that. I also like how so many things were added as modifiers. I wonder if adding something as a modifier, though, counts as you having the spell. I kind of think it should, because I think it wouldn't... I don't think you should be able to have the same thing on both your as both an active attached as a mod on your active and as a passive thing. Again, though, I am so excited for the full game. I am also so curious. I cannot wait to find out what the third element is gonna be. Like, it's such an exciting, like, it's so mysterious. Let's add one Fireball. I can't quite tell if the levels are randomized. Like, they feel a little bit more consistent, honestly. I know the boss areas have consistent layouts, but I think it would be nice if there was more like level variation. Or I guess it's more of arena variation, but whatever. Let's just take some more health. Yeah, more arena variation could definitely be nice. Other than that, though, the arenas are designed pretty well. Sometimes I have a hard time knowing where to stand, kind of, like for rapid. Like, I don't always know where to stand in order to properly, like, not take damage immediately. But it's not the end. It's not usually the end of the world. There we go. What do I get? Yeah, I get another spell. Ooh. So not that. Throw a snowball. Okay, so I can still get that. So do I take that, or do I take the bouncing frostblade? I'm gonna take snowball, because it's slightly more fire, like it triggers slightly more often. I think it's probably the main reason I'm taking it. But I think it's also, I guess it's also because it'll help me with creating the massive snowball barrage if I can constantly be doing both it and. Let's upgrade my arrows. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna actually take the rapier weapon. And then try and go for a, they'll probably take the rapier weapon and then try and go for, there we go. That was quite powerful. The rapier weapon, and then, let's not reduce cooldown. Try and go for, oh yeah, the two melees. Well, Alright, let's see. I also, honestly, I do think that this game could do with some more, like, I don't know. I think the music gets a bit annoying. It's the same music, but it's not the end of the world. And there we go. Haha, I have successfully done it. I would, again though, I'd love to see some unlocks. I don't know if there's going to be any more content in the demo, but I would love to see unlocks, at least in the full game. Because those always add a nice sense of like meta progression, I guess. Alright, so let's take the Rapier Pierce. It's close combat. And then, if this was the full game, I would say, like, I want to go for, like, orbitals and the melee. But since, you know, I can't really do that because there's not enough spells I can pick up in a single run, I'm gonna hope I can get the melee spells to... And then I'm actually gonna try taking, rather than reload time, taking clip size up to see what it's like. And how helpful it is. I mean, I might take reload time also, but I am gonna try taking clip size up because I want to see how it works, because I would often take it in the Pico 8 game because it could be very useful. Orbital. I often take it in the Pico 8 game, but in this it doesn't seem as much of a thing like. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel as useful, and I am wondering if I actually have a reason to think that, or if that's just kinda, I don't know. Let's take the Orbital Flare. Because obviously it's an orbital. And I guess that I am not going for a close combat build, which is funny, but still. I'm gonna try it. Even though this is... I wonder how an orbital active would work. Like, I don't know. Let's just take a range up to make it a bit less close combat. I think this is the boss level. Oh yeah, that's another thing I really don't end up using, because I don't really end up using the, I don't end up using the down attack. And then the up attack is also less useful simply because it can't pass through solid things. I still use it, but in the Pico 8 game, I still didn't really use the down attack, just because it's, like, I'm trying to use it more, but, like, it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel particularly helpful, but then the platforms being solid just makes it another thing that ends up getting in the way. I don't know. Maybe, like, I think though that if the platforms were solid, I would at least use the up attack more. I guess, sorry, if the platforms weren't solid. Also, the ability to drop down through platforms could be good. There we go. Stage complete. Alright, second spell. Come on. There we go. Glacial Axe. That one is close combat. I'm glad I took an orbital upgrade first, though. I think I might take a close combat when I get a chance. Alright. So yeah, this is pretty much just a orbital plus close combat version of the Snowball Volley, which is a very interesting idea. Having more orbital slash close combat spells is cool. I definitely think that's really helpful, and that is super satisfying. Let's see. Let's reduce the cooldown of my attack. And actually, okay. I think I might be starting to see the benefits of honestly though, I think ice might be a little bit overpowered in some ways. Like, I understand that that's why, for example, the boss fight kind of resets upon entering phase 2. But even with that, just the way ice works, I think it's not that, I guess it's more, you know what, I'm just gonna do +1 to all ice damage. I actually think it's more that, not that ice needs a nerf, but that, like, fire might need a buff. I'm not entirely sure what sort of buff I'd be thinking. So yeah, let's see, what sort of buff could work here? Alright, you know what, I am going to do one more run. Let's see, what should I use? I think a lot of ice is piercing. So let's, because I know, like, the axe and stuff. So yeah, what could fire get to make it stronger? I mean, maybe if fire had a bit less of, like, maybe if fire spells could be cast a little more often. Like, ice is strong but slow. Fire still feels kind of slow. Maybe if, like, the fire spells were all, like, or maybe not all of them, but, like, I don't know, maybe if there was, like, a 1 cooldown reduction to all fire spells, I think that could have, let's just see, that could maybe make it a bit better. And I think that could balance it out, because then, I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased. I don't know how I'd be biased. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. I'm still. And also, it's very possible the demo's less balanced than the full game. Frost Boomerang, that's another frost piercing attack. Which means it will scale with my build. As much as it doesn't give me, as much as I didn't get the Frost Orbital one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I take clip size up? I might have. But I'm gonna take a nice damage up here. I also think you should never be forced, I would say you should never be forced to take a spell, you should never be given 3 spells of the same element, but I guess that's just part of how the game ends up playing out. Let's take another +1 to ice damage, actually. I kind of have a strategy I've been always going with, but it could also be cool, it might be better if also the cooldown on a spell is reset upon entering the next area, so that you can't, like, save a longer spell. What was it? Piercing. Yeah, piercing. The only spell that I'm hoping that I can get in this build that is not actually piercing is the Snowball Volley. I want the Glacial Axe and the Snowball Volley, but the names are good. Other than that, another interesting thing about the Pico 8 game was that, you fully healed at the start of each area, or I guess at the end of each area, really. However, it didn't feel unfair, because, like, it wasn't particularly challenging to lose health in a given area. So, like, you might lose some health, but that was but it also, that, like, yeah. And I'm not saying this is bad, it's just different, and I don't know. Just commenting on it. Haha. I have done this. I can do this. I got this. I don't know. Alright. Yeah. Let's take an orbital fireball, and then hope I don't get forced into another fire spell at the end. Alright. Maybe fire spells are a little bit... One thing I remember in the Pico 8 game, though, is that you can get your reload down pretty far, and that can be really fun. I'm gonna actually see... Never mind. I was gonna say how many orbital fireballs I can build up. But yeah, the game music's good. I actually, speaking of game music, I have been working with my game demo to add more, some more music to it. Like, originally there's just one music thing that I have. Now, it now has, like, main music, like, main separate, like, title screen music. They're not much. I didn't make the music, I got it from a free asset pack on itch.io, but it's awesome music, but now, like, the boss fights have music and stuff, so that's cool. All life damage up by 1, which I think should combine well with the piercing 15% damage boost, to mean that everything except my fire spell should be getting a pretty good damage bonus. Because it's a +1 damage, and then I stack that with 15% more damage. I wonder if it's the 15% is stacked on the previous 15%, or if it's if I have a damage multiplier, it just adds 15% to the multiplier. Because both could be good. But yeah, I definitely will want to eventually show off the Pico 8 game, but let me know when you want to see that. I don't know how I just noticed this, but the fireballs orbit in the opposite direction as the ice does. Like, I don't know if I ever paid attention to that before, which is really absurd. I totally should have noticed that, but I somehow didn't. Which is funny. Let's see. Alright, it's a piercing shot at least, spell at least. I would have loved to have more of the, like, stacking things, but... But yeah. Okay, never mind. That was actually pretty powerful. Cross mod deals more damage. You know what? This is actually getting pretty strong. Ah, yes. Fire damage up. No thanks. Reload time boost. Yeah, but then I think I said this before. One more thing I would like to see is a fire rate upgrade. It would be very nice to be able to not just reload faster, but to be able to fire faster. Yeah. Whoop. There we go. Let's see. Honestly, one other thing that could be really cool, let's upgrade the bounce across the way, is if there was like mod support, but not really mod support, but just like the ability to add in your own, add in your own sprites. Just like as the entire thing, like you couldn't actually add custom anything else. It's just yours. You can just add your, like, if there was like Steam Workshop support, or even like when it comes out on Steam, but just for like custom sprites, so that you could customize like, and maybe like custom music, but just like nothing that actually affects gameplay. Just like entirely, yeah, entirely like, yeah, the feeling. Oh, another thing that'd be really cool is if there was some form of like secret room in each area. I don't know how you'd find it though. But that would be another cool thing if there's some sort of like, maybe not secret room, but some secret that could be found in each area. Something that I honestly find a little bit funny is that the developer for this game actually, when writing the Pico 8 version, like pretty much wrote certain Unity functions into Pico 8. However, now for the full game, is not using Unity. I just think that's a little bit funny that like, we're put all this effort into putting Unity functions, oh, okay. Unity functions into Pico 8 and then proceeds to not use Unity for the main game. But, I don't know, it's just my opinion. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye!